We indulged on a couple of decadent dessert stouts last week, and this week we're going for a little balance. And to take the edge off some of that sweetness, this week we've got ourselves a pair of coffee porters. First up, we welcome to the channel for the very first time, from the beautiful Emerald Isles, Dublin's finest, Arthur Guinness. Nah, just kidding, I wouldn't do that to you. But today's guests truly are Dublin's finest, as today we welcome Whiplash. Whiplash started life back in 2016 with two brewers from the County Kildare brewery, Rye River Brewing. Brewing single batches on their weekends off, Alex Laws and Alan Wolfe were soon to strike gold. Because by the end of the following year, they would take Whiplash full time. And by 2019 gave up the gypsy life to move into their very own microbrewery. And today's offering is a coffee and oatmeal double porter brewed in collaboration with 3FE. Nope, I hadn't heard of them either. But apparently they're a Dublin-based cafe and coffee suppliers, so they should know a thing or two about coffee. So here it is, Heart of Chambers, and I guess the name Heart of Darkness has been well worn out by now. And what I will say is they do have some fantastic can art. I do love their modern Art Deco design and their clear minimalistic text. And as it's a double porter brewed with oat, I'm expecting more of a stoutiness to this, but let's find out. Let's get pouring. So there are a lot of coffee aromas in there, as you'd expect. Quite roasty too. So coffee is the first thing that really fills the mouth. Then right behind it, some roasted and actually caramelized malts in behind. And it does have a little more thickness than you expect from your average porter. It is definitely pushing into stout sort of territory. But with those oat additions, that's kind of what I was expecting. And you can hear it does have a nice level of carbonation to it too. It is hugely coffee up top, as you'd expect. There are lots of roasted and caramelized malts in behind, and a smooth creaminess in the finish. And although it is robustly carbonated, it does have that feel of a stout to it. And that oatmeal is really adding a creaminess and a fullness of body. And now we're down into the beer. It has remained beautifully balanced throughout. The only subtle change is some of that creaminess is starting to pull out, and that bitterness of coffee is starting to take over. As expected, there's a whole lot of coffee up top, and it's balanced off beautifully with these roasted and caramelized malts. That oatmeal adds a very, very welcome presence too, giving a creaminess and smoothness and, dare I say, thickness to the body. Almost giving it that big stout vibe. But that vibrant carbonation does keep it well within the realms of the porter. And as the beer wears on, that coffee and malty balance holds true throughout. If anything, it slowly becomes more dominating. Because as the beer wears on, some of those creamy and sweeter notes start to fade out of the picture. And the bigger coffee bitterness starts to take even more of a hold. And by the time you get to the tail, it's almost like drinking an espresso. So if you like your dark beers with a huge slice of coffee, this is the beer for you.